Hello again. It's Natalie. I'm back for part two. I apologize. The first one was so long. I will try to keep them a little shorter than that from now on. But I'm not one that's gonna like try to keep my videos to 2 to 3 minutes. I just,
I talk. Can't help it.
but I will try to make them shorter than the first one. Okay. So this one is basically going to be how we got started. The actual nuts and bolts, what we did, and how it worked for us. Ours was not the perfect example of how to do a juice fast or anything like that. Uh, I'm not great at following the rules perfectly on anything. Sorry. I do my own thing. But it's been perfect for me. It's been perfectly me, and I'm good with that. So, like I said, for the most part, this juice fast has been this journey. The whole thing has been me, my 17-year-old, and my 19-year-old. The 17-year-old is Harmony. 19-year-old is Jenny. Dog barking in the background is Frodo. um, so we threw out everything in the kitchen, went and got a whole bunch of produce, got our juicer. Eventually, I'd like to save up for a really nice juicer because I'm sure these cheap ones, we're gonna go through them like nobody's business, juicing for 3 people all the time. But I do like the Jason Bell juicer. So, and it's held up so far. 5 months of juicing for anywhere from 3 to 5 people. So by golly, it's not too wimpy. And it's only $100 even if you don't get it at a liquidation outlet. So the girls were right on board from the beginning. They haven't given me a day's grief about any of this. They were like, gung ho, let's do it. My son got on board for a while. This guy lived on meat and soda pop. I mean, he's 29 and dude lives on meat and soda pop, pizza. And he did juice fast for a while and has been trying for a little while, not nearly as long, but their situation right now isn't ideal for them to be able to really do juice fasting, but it's in his mind and in his heart, and he's made great improvements, and I'm really proud of him. But mostly it's me, Jenny, and Harmony. So first time I gave them some juice, it was a green juice, had a couple apples in it, a couple of carrots. That was the extent of the sweetness, and the rest was like spinach, celery, cucumber, that kind of thing. A green, mean green, a version of mean green, and we all tasted it. We're like, hey, that's not bad. And Harmony, my 17-year-old, said, I could see myself craving this, and she was being a prophet because we do. We love our juice, but I mean, you give 2 teenagers a mean green, and they're like, this is really good. I could drink this all the time. And then for 3 weeks, solid, we proceeded to drink it all the time. um, for the 3 weeks that we were on juice fast, we did have one meal a week. It had been our bright spot in the week for years to go on payday, which is Thursday, and get some fast food. And in my mind, I was trying to not make it as hard on the teenagers, or me, to sort of at least somewhat keep that. And I'd have my son pick up a Subway meal, and we would make those Subway meals as healthy as we could, and we'd have that during the 3 week fast. We've stopped doing that now too. We just don't, I mean, once in a while, if we're out running around or something, we might get a Subway salad, but that's getting ahead of myself. So for 3 weeks, we would juice fast all but one meal a week for 3 weeks solid. Nothing but juice. And we would sit there and look at each other and go, we have not eaten a bite of solid food for nearly 7 days. We'd be getting ready to eat our Subway. We'd be like, no food. We don't eat. We don't chew. We don't eat. How weird is that? I mean, we just couldn't get over that this was actually working. And we really didn't have a hard time. A lot of people really, really have a hard time with cravings and whatnot. Well, our cravings went away pretty fast. I mean, during the first week, there'd be times, especially commercials on TV. If you really, really want to help yourself out, throw out the TV for the first week or two of your juice fast. I'm telling you, TV commercials
So 3 weeks,
are evil. Juice fast except for one meal a week, and then it was one of Subway's healthy choices, you know. And then the girls transitioned more onto food quicker than I did. I kept up with mostly juice for mostly juice each day. You know, I would have I started out with just mono meals, and I think this is very important if you've been on juice fast for a while. But really, when you're switching back to solid foods being a big part of your diet, it's really, really helpful, I believe, to start for the first few days with just mono meals. Make it fruit, make it pleasant. I don't care what it is. Or maybe a salad with just a few ingredients and very little dressing. But mono meals are your friend the first few days after juice fast. We didn't have digestive troubles. We didn't have anything like that. And eating fruit does not set off cravings. At least it did not for us. And most people I know don't have any trouble, you know. Oh, suddenly they're all the sugar and fruit, and we didn't have blood sugar problems. And I have a thing to test our blood sugar. By the time that 3 weeks was up, I was already had already cut my blood pressure medicine way back because it was getting too low. And my blood pressure nowadays is fairly normal. Like, it was 122 over 81 this morning. 122 over 81, yeah. And my blood pressure without medication before was, like I said, way up there. Last time I checked it at home, I believe it was, sorry, my eyes are kind of gummy today. It was running like 149 over 120 routinely, and they liked to never got it to come down even with the medication. It still was running, even with medication, was running like 130 over 109. And this morning, without any medication in several months, it was 122 over 81. Went to mono meals, then started having salads. When it started getting cold, we added in a soup made of vegetables, lentils, things like that. The weight loss, of course, slowed down. I lost like 27 pounds in the 3 weeks that we were juice fasting. Now, when we started adding food back in, we added a really healthy whole grain bread called Ezekiel bread. And I realized it was giving me an upset stomach. Well, my 17-year-old, wise young thing that she is, realized that it was doing more than that to her. It was giving her stomach cramps and diarrhea. She said, I had at that point gone gluten-free. I need to put all that on the next video. Gluten on the next video, okay? We'll stop this one here. Juice on, you got this. We can do it.